I want to talk a little bit about the circle of fifths. So the circle of fifths is a really good tool to understand how Western music works. It moves by scale degrees, by fifths, so like C, G, D, etc. If you're going clockwise, so if you go clockwise, you will add one sharp every key. If you're going counterclockwise, you're going to add one flat. And they will meet in the middle at F sharp, G flat. Yeah, so that's a very helpful tool. Also, you'll notice that the relative minor is also written on there most of the time. And so you can see the relative minor. So that's going to help you, I think, a ton. If you memorize the circle of fifths, you're going to know what key has what sharps, what key has what flats, and make it really easy to memorize. You'll notice that the pattern of sharps and flats is always the same. So, for instance, it's always going to start with F sharp. That's going to be the first sharp. Then the next one's going to be C sharp. Then after that is going to be G sharp. With the flats, you're going to start with B flat. Then you're going to go to E flat. So it's going to be B flat, E flat, and after that will be A flat. So it's going to follow. It's going to follow a similar pattern the whole way around. If you can memorize this, memorize the circle, and you can draw it out as fast as possible so you're able to memorize it, this will solve a lot of problems in transposition, basic theory, and really so many things. So I would recommend getting a copy off the internet and copying it by hand until you understand what is going on. Like a circle with all the keys around the circle, and then you can just put the number of sharps or the number of flats for each key. Make sure you understand which ones are which. The scales really follow the same pattern, so they are the musical alphabet, right? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? And then you're just going to add the sharps or flats depending on the key. So for instance, the key of A has 3 sharps, and it starts on A and it ends on A. So we know that we're going to follow the musical alphabet, and we're going to have F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp, right? So that's all we have to do. It's a pretty simple formula. So A to A, F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. If we're doing A flat, it's going to be A flat to A flat. We know we have 3 flats, so it's going to be B flat, E flat, and A flat. So A flat to A flat. And we know that we're going to have B flat and E flat in the middle. So if you can memorize this formula, it's going to make all this crazy, scary theory stuff a lot easier. So I think just go through the habit. Just copy out the circle of fifths until you can do it fast. If you can do the circle of fifths in if you can do it in 15 seconds, that's great. You need to know it. Not think about it. You need to know it. It needs to be like breathing. You need to be able to know it backwards and forwards. And if you can do that, I think that's gonna kill a lot of birds with one stone. And it's gonna make a huge difference in your theory and your knowledge of Western music.